What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing an episode of Sort It Out. This is one of my favourite series to do. Every 2 or 3 months or so we do an episode of this, and what this is, if you've not seen it before, is all my coins from my keeper's box, and before I stash them away in my collection, we'll have a look through and see what is going into the collection over the last 2 months. You will notice there's a few 50p's there, and we haven't been doing 50p hunts. I did help a friend out who stopped collecting. He had a few, wanted to move them on, and I gave him somewhere between face value and market value for them, just to save him the aggro of trying to sell them. So they're going to be added to our collection as well. We've got a lot of Olympics there and some nice territories too. Although if we do already have the territories, which I think most of them we do, we will probably move the territories on, but plenty to look through. All the £2 we found in hunts as well. Let's get it started, shall we? We've got two 20p's here from that 20p hunt that we done. Isle of Man one, pretty sure we've probably already got that actually. AA mint mark on that one, but I will double check. And then, what is this one? Oh, it's just a bit of a sunburst effect around the top of the queen there, and some extra metal at the bottom there, so not really an error, is it? But an interesting little thing that we'll keep. Right, let's get into the 50p's. We've got a diversity there. Now, we don't tend to keep these at the minute just because we've got so many, but I think we probably will start keeping them. They're going to become scarce, I think. We have a Guernsey 1997. The Freesia Flowers, that we will definitely have, the 97. EU Stars, we never mind adding one of these to the collection. I think most of the 99% of these 50p's are all from my friend and colleague. A lot of them are in really nice condition as well. There's Sailing, not bad at all. That'll be going into the Olympic stash. Look at that beauty, Isaac Newton. A couple of bits of dirt up there, not the end of the world though. Lovely, lovely coin. Excellent. Tennis, always a good one to find. Again, pretty nice condition. Athletics. Unfortunately, the 2011 one. Imagine finding a 2009. That would be amazing. Equestrian. Lovely stuff. There's handball. A little bit of dirt on that one, but again, not the end of the world. Badminton. I do love this design. All the different strokes here on the right. Archery. Aquatics. Lots of Olympics going into the collection, which we love. We do think all of these Olympics are going to continue to go up in price. So much more scarce now and harder to find. There's a Taekwondo. There's a Capture of Gibraltar. This we probably already have. I'm pretty sure we'll have all of these territories. I will double check though. That's a 2008 one. Suffragettes. Lovely condition that. Don't mind adding a suffragettes into the collection. We don't find many of those. Worth around £3 or so now, I reckon. Something like that. Lovely coin. Here's a nice one. The Gibraltar referendum anniversary, 50th anniversary. It's another one we've definitely already got though. And an Isle of Man TT. Of course, the 1997 would be amazing to find any other year of that. I know Trev at Coins to Collect found I think it was a 98, didn't he? And the 97 large one of that as well is very, very scarce, but not much chance of finding that in a hunt. There's WWF, another really cool one. We love that. And a Lockton Ram from the Isle of Man. Again, it's another one we'll have unless it's a brand new 2021, which it isn't, 2017. We've definitely got that. But a lovely design anyway. The Tailor of Gloucester. Another riser. What are they at the minute? £1.50 or something. There'll be 2, 3, 4 quid in no time. And speaking of risers, there's Peter Rabbit from 2018. Won't be long till these are more than a tenner. Great coin. Always happy to add one of those to the collection. Any of the 2018 potters we're happy to add. I think the only one not here is Flopsy. There's a Mrs. Tittlemouse as well for the collection. A couple of quid as well for those. 3 quid or something, are they? There's a face value one, but we do keep them. We've got a little stash growing and growing. Here's the big one. Look at that. There is football. And I know for a fact that we need that in our Sort It Out album, because we do have this old Olympic album for this series. Anything that's a duplicate we've already got in the book, we check and see if we've got it here. Although we don't already have that in the book, we didn't find it in a hunt. It came from my friend, so unfortunately it can't go in the book. But all we need in here is nothing on that page. Football and table tennis then for a complete Olympic set. Don't think there's a table tennis here, unfortunately, but we'll pop that football in. There we go. So just table tennis now to complete that whole album and get another Olympic set completed. Amazing. There's a hockey. Again, nice condition on a lot of these Olympics. And a couple of Paddington at the Palace. I think they might have been change fines, those two. Not sure. Right, £2. Let's do it. We got a Britannia 2015. Excellent. Very low mintage. A great find. Another coin that's going to become incredibly scarce and a bit more valuable, I would say. There's a fake. Not sure what we're going to do with that. We'll pop that there. We'll pile them up perhaps because there might be a few fakes in here. And there's a Robert Burns. We might see a few of those too. It's one we like to keep that is a bit more findable than some of the others. And there's a Golden Guinea. There's that worst fake in the world. Oh dear, if you didn't see that episode. It was a decent episode actually, but we also found that. Put it with that other fake. There's another Robert Burns. Stack those up. Now we love to find these as Shakespeare comedies. We don't find many. Especially considering the mintage is relatively high. There's an underground tube train. We love those. A Great Fire of London. We love those too. And another Golden Guinea. There's another tube train. Much better condition though, that one. And there's our first Navy centenary of this episode of Sort It Out. And remember, these are all finds or additions to the collection in the last 2 months. There's another Great Fire of London. Bit grubby though, that one. Both of those, in fact. Bit grubby. There's one we don't see too often, the Mary Rose. We've only got a few of those. Mary Rose. Love that. And there's yet another third grubby Great Fire of London. That one the worst of the lot. Gives an interesting effect on the coin, but not what I want to see. 3 grubby Great Fires. We might even have to spend them, I'm not sure. There's a couple of Shakespeare tragedies, and there's a third. They will have all been checked already on the edge inscriptions. We're yet to find one of those yet. And look at that beauty that we found. Commonwealth Games, Scotland. Absolute stunner. Another Navy centenary. And yet another Robert Burns. And another. And there's the Shakespeare comedies again. Of course, we don't keep the histories, so we won't see any of those here. Just comedies and tragedies. Just got so many histories already. Done well on tragedies, actually. It's probably the most definitely the most we've had in a Sorted Out episode, for sure. There's a DNA double helix. That's just one I like to keep because I like the design. We are getting a slightly big stash of those now. We might have to reassess. And there's another Navy ship. Just 650,000 minted. Just slightly more than 3 times more of those than Kew Gardens. Of course, we know £2 coins don't quite have the desirability that the 50p's do. There's another 26. Well, there's another Britannia. That's a 2016. 2015 being much more scarce, and one of the most scarce £2 out there. There's more 2016 Britannias. Here's a very nice condition, 1998, which I think we must already have that date in the book in nice condition, but I just thought it was too nice to throw back. Not sure what we'll do with that. Pop that next to this fakes. There's stuff we need to not add to the collection, but do something else with. There's a Magna Carta. Don't see many of those either. Lovely stuff. Third Golden Guinea. Robert Burns. Now, considering we've had some pretty rubbishy hunts, we've done alright though still the last couple of months. We've had our share of finds. There's another Golden Guinea. Now there's a very nice condition DNA double helix, and that is definitely a keeper. That one we would definitely be keeping. Here's another nice condition, 1998 again. Shame about those couple of scratches on the Queen's face, because that is lovely. There's a Trinity House. Again, one we sometimes keep if they're in nice condition. That's not the greatest. Maybe that was a slow hunt. There's another fake. Another Tragedies. Another 2016 Britannia. That's a bit grubby as well though, so maybe we'll look at spending that too. There's another nice condition, Technologies 2009. I remember finding this one with that dye damage on the Queen's chin, causing that blob of extra metal. Interesting little minor error. And yet another 1998. Wow, 3 shiny 1998s we've ended up with in the keeper's box. That is quite bizarre. I was not expecting that. But overall, pretty decent. All of those 50p's I managed to pick up off of my friend will find a nice home in my collection. The territories will probably look to move on. But we've done okay on £2 coins this month. You can't complain at Commonwealth Games Scotland, can you? 3 Navy centenaries, a Mary Rose, a Magna Carta, 2 tube trains, 2015 Britannia as well. That is excellent. And then all these others as well. Awesome stuff. All right, drop us a thumbs up. Let's go out on this Newton, shall we? These are great design. Take care, everyone. All the best. See you soon.